NElK, also known as NElK Boys, are a few young dudes from Canada who made it big on YouTube as pranksters. I don't know too much about them, but I do know one of them is from my hometown, Mississauga. I also know that they recently moved into a new mansion in LA and it's massive. They didn't purchase the home, but since February they've been renting it and it ain't cheap. When I tell you how much it costs them each month, you might be surprised. In this video, I'll give you all the details we know about NElK's new full send house and more. NElK, or NElK Boys, is a group of guys from Ontario, Canada who are infamous on YouTube for their pranks and wild antics. Currently, they have over 4 million subs on the platform and their fame just keeps growing. NElK started as a group of a few friends, but the main members now are Jesse Sebastiani and Kyle Forgard. Also recently adding their boy Steve will do it to the crew. At the time of this recording, Jesse is 26 years old and Kyle is 25, so they're still pretty young. It's been well known that the boys have had trouble monetizing their content on YouTube due to the nature of some of the pranks, but they decided to start selling merch. Once they launched their full send brand, the product started making the boys millions in revenue, and it's definitely been a hit. That being said, NElK's estimated net worth is around 1.8 million, but their merch keeps earning them more. I'm sure by this time next year they'll be in the multi-million-dollar range. Last month it was revealed that the NElK Boys and Steve Will Do It moved into a new place, which of course they named it after their brand and phrase that they coined, the Full Send House. It's clear that Jesse and Kyle have come a long way from their beginnings in suburban Ontario, with Jesse being from Shelburne and Kyle coming from Mississauga. And with a house like they have, I'm sure they're living the good life in LA right now. Hey guys, it's Karen. Today we're doing another house tour here on Famous Entertainment. Today we're going to look at the full send house where the NElK Boys live, give you all the details we can find about it and more. If you like these videos, make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell to be notified when we post. You can always be up to date. We've also done house tours on the likes of Post Malone and Jeffree Star, and we'll have links to some at the end of this. Follow me on Instagram because I love connecting with you guys. I've also been reading all your comments and I'm going to be responding to some at the end. I need you to let me know who to do next in the comments down below and whose home you'd like to see. Now let's get into this video. Before I talk about the full send house, I'll just give you a little bit of background on where the boys are from previously. So I'm from the same city that Kyle is, Mississauga, Ontario. It's a pretty big city, but much more suburban than Toronto. He went to high school at Our Lady of Mount Carmel Secondary School and apparently went to college locally too. On the other hand, Jesse was born in Hamilton and moved to Shelburne, Ontario, which is a much smaller town. I actually drive through there every time I go visit my dad. It has a population of like 8,000 people. He attended high school there too at Centre Dufferin District High School. Anyways, these guys came a long way from their humble Canadian beginnings, and with their fame and success, of course, they had to move out to LA. According to Instagram, the NElK Boys moved into a new Los Angeles mansion just last month, and of course, they're calling it the Full Send House.
Boys! Let's go! Full send house, baby!
Clearly, they're already enjoying the mansion and throwing house parties with hot chicks. They've mostly only shown off the outside of the house on social media and the pool, which is huge, but online sources have shown the listing photos and we can see what the interior looks like a bit. Apparently, it's Jesse, Kyle, and Steve Will Do It that are renting out this mansion as of February 1st, 2020, and it's costing them over $23,000 per month. So even though they didn't buy it, that's a big chunk of cash. If one did want to purchase it, it's worth about $6.5 million.
We got the fucking security cameras everywhere so no one can fuck around.
We are gonna fucking transform this house.
Their house is located in Hollywood Hills and overlooks Universal City, which is of course where Universal Studios is. It's away from the Strip, but in the San Fernando Valley region of Los Angeles and close to Laurel Canyon. The Full Send Mansion is massive and spans 8,781 square feet of living space with 8 beds and 11 baths. Outside, the property spans 0.33 acres of land. There's enough room for the NElK Boys to work on their merch here and have parties with everyone invited. The home was built in 2004 and is an Italian villa style, and according to the listing, it came fully furnished. It's 3 stories high and features balconies and terraces on each floor. 6 of the many bathrooms here come with spa tubs and are en-suites to the bedrooms.
Another bathroom has 2 fucking showers so we can do fucking business with each other while we're taking dumps.
All that would be useful if the boys want to expand their team too. Many of the bedrooms also have expansive walk-in closets, which I'm totally jealous of. Other features inside the Full Send Mansion include a gourmet kitchen, plenty of large living spaces to hang out in, a library, and a home movie theater.
Alright guys, so this is our men's washroom, of course labeled properly. And then we have a washroom specifically for our women, of course. And then right here, we'll get a sign for our transgender washroom. Of course, not discriminating to the cheetahs, the Colombian tree frogs, and of course the salmon. So we'll have that sign up shortly for everybody.
Not to mention there's even a full sauna.
The sauna, which we're not allowed to use, it doesn't work because our shitty manager Drew didn't put it in the lease contract, so we pretty much got rinsed with that.
Outside the NElK boys' new house, there's the 50-foot pool and additional spa that I mentioned previously, a basketball court, and plenty of patio space to relax.
And the bar,
so
full functional bar. We're gonna transform, put like some actual kegs in there, get some beer on tap.
But I really doubt they'll be doing much relaxing here. I'm gonna guess a lot of videos and pool parties. Prior to the full send house, I'm not quite sure where NElK was living, but back in spring 2017, we do know that they spent a bunch of time living in Florida filming some videos.
We're living with our boy Snorri. Dalton's in here. We got our social media guy Drew. Alex behind the camera. We gotta give you guys a little tour for sure, so let's go check it out.
They posted the house they were living at on their channel, and it was located in New Smyrna Beach, which is a city south of Daytona Beach known as a surf hub. Well, clearly they were living with a group of dudes, and they've updated their living quarters a lot since then. I mean, they went from sleeping on those mattresses on the floor to the nicest rooms in their own LA mansion.
I feel like I'm not flexing as much as the boys.
Yeah, no, this is like yeah, it's dope.
Hey, it works for us. We're lit. Look, we got some cushions, some mattresses. It's lit.
NElK also posted later that year in fall 2017 that they were moving into the Clout House, which I know you are all familiar with. The Clout House is the infamous mansion where multiple YouTubers call home, usually 10 of them at a time. There are a few main residents, but others come and go.
He hit us up and basically said he wants us to kind of move into the Cloud House, so that'd obviously be a huge opportunity for us. We just thought we'd fly out for like a week, see how we all get along, just really kick it. Of course, crank some beers.
Guys, we don't go anywhere.
Got our case, so we gotta see if the Cloud Gang can guzz too, cause you know.
So the NElK boys went there for a week, but I'm not sure if they stayed an extended period of time. If you guys do, let me know in the comments. In case you didn't know how big the Clout House is, it's 4 floors and spans 12,500 square feet of living space. There are 10 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, and features like a home gym, sauna and steam room, home theater with room for over 20 guests, and a pool with a waterfall. Looking at the listing, the cost of rent is estimated at about $14,000 per month, and the value of the home is over $7 million. And then I got confused looking at it because on the real estate site, it claims the mansion actually has 30 beds and 56 bathrooms, which I didn't even know was possible. Anyways, the Clout House is absolutely massive, so if you want a full rundown on that place, we'd probably need a separate video. So now we've seen the NElK boys' new mansion in the hills, which they dubbed the Full Send House. Clearly they've come a long way from their beginnings living in Shelburne and Mississauga. It also looks like over the years they've been crashing with other dudes and traveling a lot, so they've gotten used to the frat house life. Considering some of the other places they stayed at, like the home in Florida, were just temporary, they didn't have the luxury they have these days. Their new mansion is huge, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of content and videos coming from the new place, as well as some crazy parties. Who knows, it could even become the next Team 10 or Clout House if more friends come and stay with them. I mean, they have the space. What did you guys think of NElK's new house? Let me know in the comments. Okay guys, now I'll read out a few comments from previous videos. On our Justin and Hailey Bieber house tour, Faith A said, "What an incredible experience to get an inside look into celebrities' homes. I can't imagine years ago having that kind of access. Thank you so much for posting, and it's inspiration for a dream life too." Thanks, Faith. I'm glad you like the videos, and seeing their gorgeous houses inspires me too. On our Nathan Schwamp before and after, Lori Ellis wrote, "I just followed you on Instagram. I truly enjoy your voice and presentation style." Thanks so much, Lori. I followed back, and I appreciate the compliment. Finally, on our Paris Hilton house tour, Katya said, "Paris is very hardworking. She states she's 300 days of the year on a plane. I'm very happy for her. Enjoy Paris." It's true, I think she deserves everything she has. Alright guys, that's all I could find on NElK's new mansion, the Full Send House in LA. What did you think of it? Do you think they'll be living there a while?
So yeah, that was our first little party at the Full Send House. So it's been a good day, I'd say. We're men of our word, boys. You don't have a lot in this life, but you do have your word.
I think that rent is pricey, but for the money the boys are making on their merch, I'm sure it doesn't matter. Let me know in the comments as well as what other celebrity houses you'd like to see. Follow me on Instagram if you want to chat, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!